Up next, from the Tararua district, we have a group of volunteers who last year celebrated 50 years of service. They carry out many projects to benefit their community. I welcome to the stage the Dannevirke Host Lions Club.
We're tēnā koutou. Very big thanks to TrustPower first and to Wayne Brown. We're thoroughly enjoying ourselves. Rowley Ellis, Mayor of Tararua. I welcome you all to the Dannevirke Host Lions Tararua encapsulates all that the New Zealand outdoors is about. Our rural communities rely on voluntary groups such as the Dannevirke Host Lions, who over 50 years have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. They have stayed the test of time.
Good morning. My name's Cec Edwards.
And mine is Morris Miller. We are both members of the Lions Club of Dannevirke Host.
Once a male domain, our club of 42 members was the first Lions Club in New Zealand to admit women.
Well, you've read the book.
We've got a DVD, and here we are.
And what do you think?
And you? Yes, it was wonderful. Our part in the booklet tells it all. Well, almost.
We have enjoyed helping young people go to Outward Bound, to the Spirit of Adventure, and last summer we sent 2 Year 13 students to the Lions International Camp at Lake Okatana. There they met and mixed with like-minded young folk from New Zealand and overseas. Why, Seta's grandson was one to go, and when his birthday came along in January this year, his fellow campers sent him text messages, and many were from overseas. Who knows what good can come from such contacts?
One of our major fundraising projects is our annual book sale. Our DVD shows work in progress. This can take a whole year, sorting and storing a myriad of books received from the local community, as well as the substantial collection of leftover books from the Red Cross sale held in Palmerston North some 2 months prior to ours.
Our entire stock of books is sorted and stored under the stage of the town hall, where there are more sore heads than anything, as the beams, well, they're not quite high enough for the tallest sorting members. You soon learn to adopt a head-hanging stance, but it is all good fun, and this large fundraiser enables us to put back into the community much-needed support for young and old alike. Our 50th Jubilee extra effort for the first time earned us a figure in excess of $10,000, just through selling books in the main from 50 cents to $3 each. Those specials do fetch more.
But we do have a growing demand and a growing supply of jigsaw puzzles. But we do get more than $3 for these. Well, there's a lot of heaving around of cartons of books, but when it comes to collecting from the Red Cross sale and when setting up in the town hall and finally clearing up, we are hugely indebted to members of the high school First 11 football team. We would struggle to achieve what we do without them and their family members who come and support.
We surely have an appreciative lot of senior citizens who almost clamour to get to our midwinter sing-alongs. Several of our members take lists of names and call on folk with an invitation to attend. Lions Pride, a singing group in the club, leads the afternoon. Everyone joins in at the community sing time, but when it comes to old-time favourites, many don't need song sheets. Oh, and they just love the hokey-tokey. There are items and, most importantly, afternoon tea. Not all have transport, so it's part of the occasion for us to collect and return them to their homes.
Then it's all go for the Senior Citizens Christmas Luncheon. As you can see, again, there are regulars who would not want to miss out. Others in town are almost impatiently waiting until they are 80, so they can qualify to attend. The meal is always appreciated. There are items, a brief sing-along, carols included of course, and finally a fun auction. No money's involved, but winning bids, or the noisiest bidders, end up with a mystery parcel. Everyone though goes home with a small packet of homemade shortbread and a posy of flowers.
Dannevirke Lions Club is either stage or assisted in staging the town's Christmas parade. Some years ago, the club decided to go ahead with constructing a proper sleigh and reindeer float, something worthy of Father Christmas to complete the parade.
Another of our successful ventures during the past 12 months was the entering of a Lions team in the Manawatu Relay for Life. All teams aim to raise as much money as possible for the Manawatu Cancer Society, which includes the Tararua district. This was the first time we'd entered a team in this 24-hour event, and we successfully took out 2 of the 4 prizes. They were for the team entered for the first time and making the most money, and for the most money raised by a service organisation.
With the closure of the Oringi freezing works and so many unemployed, the most rewarding of our projects last year was the running of the food drive within the Dannevirke borough to replenish the stocks of the food bank run by the Salvation Army.
Teams from all walks of life, young and not so young, followed either a fire engine, a police vehicle or any other vehicle with a siren or some such sound, together with a ute or trailer, accompanied by line members and others, gathering non-perishable goods, even money, from residents at their front gate. With the support of this project being so well attended, the entire town had been canvassed within 2 hours and sufficient goods gathered to stock the food bank for the next 8 months.
To start the project, we delivered flyers to all houses, advising the local community of our intentions, together with plastic shopping bags donated by the local New World store. This was done 1 week before the event, an event that brought together diverse groups and organisations, about 80 people in all. The entire operation was a major success, and the response we received from the community as a whole was beyond our expectations.
Now, we want to tell you of 4 terminally ill, very young children in our community. We became aware of their plight when their young parents applied to us for assistance, so we organised a public appeal.
The response was very good, but proceeds only went part way. However, someone in our community was moved by the situation and by what we were doing. We received an anonymous donation of $200,000 with a stipulation that these funds were to be distributed evenly between the 4 families with no strings attached.
So you see, the Lions motto, "We serve," is something our club has been doing successfully for the past 50 years. The club has established a very high profile. Our community of nearly 6,000 has benefited from close to $250,000, which we have been able to redistribute in various ways.
So thank you to TrustPower for the opportunity to participate in these prestigious awards, and for the wonderful hospitality, and for meeting so many good people.